Kabale District Local Government is struggling with an outstanding fuel debt of 34 million shillings reportedly incurred by the office of the district chairperson Nelson Shangabashija. The outgoing Chief Administrative Officer Fred Kadyesubila revealed this on Thursday during the handover to a new Chief Administrative Officer John Asimwe at the district headquarters in Kabale Municipality. Kadyesubila mentioned that he left the district with an unverified fuel payment debt incurred by the office of the district chairman at Agaba fuel station in Kabale Municipality over the past 2 years. He urged the new Chief Administrative Officer and the District Council to find a way to settle the unpaid debt, emphasizing that it has accumulated without any allocation to clear it.
Unverified fuel payments at another fuel station. We've been, help me tell Christopher, bring receipts there on the table. We've been served 4 million in terms of fuel that was being consumed by the office of the district chairperson, which the district has to pay. I am going to give you those receipts for your further management processes. Court cases. The district has a number of court cases before the Chief Magistrate, before the High Court, and we are being represented by the Solicitor General. The focal person for this is the Principal Human Resource Officer in charge of the District Service Commission. He has been instrumental in liaising with the Solicitor General's office to see that the district is represented. He will give you an update on all these cases, including the most recent one where a former district planner has taken us to court for what he says is an irregular dismissal. So these are the fuel receipts from another fuel station, which I will hand over to you.
Additionally, Kadyesubila disclosed that some technical staff in Kabale district have not received their June salaries despite submitting invoices due to a shortfall of 3.478 billion shillings in the wage budget. He explained that the district received a wage allocation of 27.6 billion shillings last year against a recomputed budget of 31.05 billion shillings after an audit of the payroll. The district has yet to receive a response from the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development regarding the unpaid salaries despite several reminders.
We have 1,017 pensioners on the pension payroll. Out of those, only 20 have not received their gratuity. In COW's office, I don't know whether these people are around. We have the deputy COW. Like he said, he's new. He has been here for 2 weeks. We have Manzi Gordon, the principal assistant secretary. We have Namanya Eli, is here, no? He's a SAS, unpaid June 2024 salary. Last financial year, the district received wage of 27 million against the wage computation after special audit of 31. This has led to a shortfall of 3.4 billion. So many staff have not been paid for the month of June. Even the salary that was available, it is still in the process. As you know, invoices have not been paid, so we have people who have not been paid for the month of June. 2, unspent local revenue. We collected 460.7 million towards the end of the financial year. Most of it came from royalties from senior members. When we realized that we were not in position to absorb that money in the last 2 quarters, we have sent it to Bank of Uganda and it had not been remitted back. So what we decided is to write to Ministry of Finance to request them to send that money this financial year. So we have 460 million in Bank of Uganda, which was collected this financial year but not utilized. Most of it is from royalties, from civil mills. The acting CFO will keep you updated on that one. Spillover projects. This financial year, we had a hiccup where we advertised for projects and we didn't get any. The best evaluated bidders for almost all these projects were above the reserve price. So we had to re-advertise. And the re-advertisement and procurement process was completed in the month of May. So we have running contracts for projects under UGX, mainly which are ending in the month of September. The dates have been indicated in the report and those projects there. So the projects are right now ongoing. They have spilled over to this financial year. We have a community development center called the Navigated Community Development Center in is that Kabale? Butanda. It was constructed using the funds from the government of Uganda, transitional funds, in financial year 22-23. It was not completed then. The completion was this financial year 23-24. However, it is not functional yet. There were a few snags that need to be addressed. They are very small issues which require around the engineer, I think, had made an estimate of 20 million. But these ones have to be addressed using local revenue. So we need to find money to fill that gap so that it is made functional. Unfilled District Service Commission position. We have a vacancy. Out of 5, we have 4 members. 1 member should be the replacement should be for a PWD. There have been attempts to fill the vacancy, but Council has rejected the nominee twice. You will need to guide the Council on filling up that position. Application for extra land by Kigezi Industrial Hub. Kabale hosts the industrial hub for Kigezi region. The district donated land to the industrial hub, and recently they filed another application requesting for extra land so that they can expand and be able to implement the 4-acre model. In addition to the skills that they are offering to the learners, they also want to make farming one of the priorities. So that application is before the land board. The land board recommendation was that DEC and Council need to pronounce themselves on the matter, and they have not met since that application came. Filling vacant positions of heads of departments. All the positions are filled except DEO and the district commercial officer. Currently, we are running. Actually, interviews have taken place. An internal advert was run to fill the position of CFO. You heard when he was introducing himself, he's an acting. Unpaid June 2024-7. Last financial year, the district received wage of 27 billion against the wage computation after special audit of 31. This has led to a shortfall of 3.4 billion. So many staff have not been paid for the month of June. Even the salary that was available, it is still in the process. As you know, invoices have not been paid, so we have people who have not been paid for the month of June. 2, unspent local revenue. We collected 460.7 million towards the end of the financial year. Most of it came from royalties from senior members. When we realized that we were not in position to absorb that money in the last 2 quarters, we had sent it to Municipal Bank of Uganda and it had not been remitted back. So what we decided is to write to Ministry of Finance to request them to send that money this financial year. So we have 460 million in Bank of Uganda, which was collected this financial year but not utilized. Most of it is from royalties from senior members.
Asimwe assured that the district will work towards resolving the outstanding debt and promised to follow up on the issue until the Minister of Finance responds.
Taken note of the issues, especially the salient issues, including this what is it? Including this one. And other salient issues that they have been mentioned, including the court cases. You know, local governments across the board, they are almost the same. Almost the similarity is the same. Because even across the figure, we have had quite challenges with the court cases. Court cases, and incidentally, almost all of them were inherited from Kabale. Almost all of them. Big ones. You remember the case that involved Kabale and Basanga sub-county? We were trying together to see how to sort it out. So we have been in these things. So I will endeavor to work with you, Mr. Chairman, and your team, political leadership of this district, including members of parliament, to make sure that I carry on from where I stopped. I know during the 2 years he has made a contribution. And my duty is to carry on from there. I endeavor to be available and work with him, Mr. Chairman.
Memory Goma Aguma for iTelevision.